Alright, so before we get started, I'm just gonna apologize for the audio. It's not the best, but it's what I got. So there's that. And then also, just want to mention, I do have the task manager open on the side because I know y'all's attention span is terrible. So last thing, I am not a financial advisor. As you can see from my portfolio, it is terrible, so please don't sue me. But yeah, with that, we can get started here. So, pretty sure it was this one. Just give it a second, my PC is terrible. But yeah, so if you've heard the saying, what goes up must come down, I have a saying that what goes down must come up. And that's, of course, not for every stock, but I would be specifically referring to stocks with really decent support with some very nice jumps from there, you could say. So, yeah, you can see on Poet here, um, there's a couple of support lines I've drawn, and this would be my favorite time to get into any option contracts that I would want to. So if we zoom out a little bit more, we can see where price action um, is a little too chaotic for me. So right here, not the best support. So that's why I would not trade anywhere else except these two support lines, in my opinion. And of course, similar to that, we have Krispy Kreme or DNUT. So you can see here we have some very decent support on the $2.50 to $2, or I'd say $3. There's some very decent support here, but if you zoom out, you can see not really strong structure building, just downwards, you could say downward trend. So then we have Zeta. Shout out to Silent Night for posting this on the Discord. Well, it was a Wall Street's Bets, I think. But yeah, Zeta, I also I am liking this price action, and especially this support down here, somewhere right here. And yeah, so is that $14, $11, and then yeah, just this other one right here. Yeah, so I really like stocks that have price action with very strong supports. And of course, those supports can break at any time and your contract goes to zero, so there's always a chance of that. But this is my favorite type of setup, I would say. Looking for decent support, and then you could say very volatile. Maybe not Krispy Kreme here, but these other two are definitely pretty volatile with some decent support. So yeah, we can move on to the next type of plays that I like. My second favorite, you could say. So these would be the bigger revenue stocks, so like Walmart, Target, and Waste Management. These all have very decent supports, not as strong as the other set of stocks I just showed. But one thing that Zen mentioned is that with these bigger names, not that big, but bigger revenue, they don't move as much. So yeah, if it's not like technology stocks or anything, they don't move as much. So you don't need a lot of volatility to get some decent percentages on option contracts. So that's why I like to look at mainly these three, I would say. There's definitely a few more, but these are my favorite out of the entire sector, I would say. So yeah, nothing too special about these. I'd say for Walmart, I guess my justification for that one option call out I did, went to like 800% or something. I drew this, not support, resistance right here, and basically I just waited until it popped right back up and called the puts. And as you can see, it's already starting to break that structure almost, or it's trying to, right here, trying to break upwards, potentially. So I might actually get some leaps on Walmart eventually, but yeah, I'm too broke for that right now. But yeah. And then lastly, there was these bigger name stocks like Western Digital. These aren't my favorite types. It is a pretty decent support-ish here, but sorry, not support. Decent downtrend, and yeah. So with these bigger names, it does tend to follow certain sectors or the market. So that's why I like to stay away from these usually. And anyways, I wouldn't have the money either way, but yeah, all the big names, yeah. So if we go to a new watch list, sorry, new tab, can open a chart, and I just wanted to go over a couple of the option callouts that I did last night. So, I can move this. Oh no. There we go. So, we can see right here, WDC 500 call. I think that one's pretty simple. So, I don't know, why is SpaceX here? Yeah, so all I did for WDC was just no, I did a trend channel. Yeah, something like that. I should probably put on a higher time frame. Yeah, that looks much better. So, yeah, that's basically my justification for this call out. We can go to my Pinterest one here, my pins. And yeah, so for pins here, we have some very decent support. Could just go from all the way back here. And yeah, so I see two different supports right here. Not really the best on the second one, but the main thing I'm looking at is this $26 pump. So yeah, I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't break around $23 and the option or the call out will still be valid, I would say. So yeah, that's pins right there. And then we have AT&T. Alright, so yeah, for this one also, very decent support. And not, okay, maybe not the best, but let me move to the 1 day here, might be a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, for AT&T, just looking for a bounce back up to maybe 24, 25-ish. So yeah, maybe even break that 25, get to 26, but maybe it's just a pipe dream. But yeah, I really like that support. Fucking video. There we go. So, American Airlines, this one would go really well with Poet. except just not as volatile, of course. So yeah, this is, I would say, one of the better looking downtrends of a big stock, because there's not a lot of them, I'd say. Well, maybe. But anyways, something like this, yeah. That's similar to what I did last night, yeah. And then, probably should have done a trend channel, but whatever. Seeing this right here. And then I'm seeing a bounce right here, so I am betting that this $9 support will break in a decent amount of time. And the second thing I looked at when choosing this stock was specifically this moment right here when it peaked, bounced to $13 and then 15, then right back down to the $10 strike. So I thought I was seeing something similar here. So it reaches a peak of 18 and then 17, it has a slight rebound and then all the way back down. So that's basically my thought process through that. You can just draw it. Might as well. Just because it's a video. So yeah, I like patterns if you can't tell already, but yeah, that's the main, I'd say, interest I'm seeing on American Airlines. And then, yeah, that should be about it for now. I'll probably make a second video eventually. Don't hold me to that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and watching my computer die. So yeah, or PC. But yeah, see you later, guys.